Next up is the Green Bay Packers traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions. The Packers are 3-5. The Lions 1-6. The Packers just 3.5 point favorites in this one, though, with an over/under of 49.5. This has been a Packers team that has really struggled the past few weeks. Most would look at this game as a get-right game, but I've been hearing a lot of people saying that they're taking the Lions here. When I've talked to people in the sports community, people have been saying that it's Lions all day in this game, but is it pump the brakes on the Lions hype and pump the brakes on the hate on the Packers, Aaron?
It's not so much pump the brakes on the hate for the Packers, but pump the brakes on the Lions just going in here and or like beating the Packers. The Lions defense is bad, man. It's bad. I don't even know how to really justify how bad it is. You give up 31 last week after being up big. Gave up 24 to Dallas, which was their least amount of points given up all year. 24 points is the least amount of points they've given up all year. So I worry about their ability to stop Green Bay, despite the lack of ability of Green Bay to score lately. You still have Aaron Jones, you still have AJ Dillon, you still have Aaron Rodgers, and I think Green Bay is going to find a way to score indoors, good weather. I don't think there's going to be an issue with Green Bay putting up points. So it really comes down to the injuries on Green Bay's defense and how much can Detroit put on the board. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. It's evident by the 49.5 over-under. I think this is one of those Miami-type games from last week that we saw, 30 to 20 something or 30 to 30 something. I just don't know if I'm comfortable ever saying Detroit, oh yeah, they're just going to, the Packers are so bad, Detroit's just going to win. Like, that sounds weird when you're talking about a team that's just lost 5 in a row and hasn't given up less than 24 points all year. So no, I'm not jumping on the Detroit Lions train that way. I do think they'll have some success. You got to remember Devondre Campbell's going to be out. Obviously, the Packers have been banged up on the offensive side of the ball with the receivers. But you know me, man. If it comes down to two teams that I don't feel are playing very well right now, I'm always going to take the quarterback, and I think that the quarterback in Green Bay is just better.
Yeah, and to put some numbers on the defensive stat and discussion, the Lions rank last in points per game, last in yards per game, last in third down percentage allowed. This team has been very bad to the point where they're allowing 32.1 points per game, their most through 7 games since 1948. So this is historically bad for any team really in the NFL, specifically the Lions. AJ, the Packers are going to obviously have to score points. That's how you win football games. Where do you see the points coming from for the Packers in this game? Is this an Aaron Jones day, or do we see the wide receivers get a little bit more involved?
No, this needs to be an Aaron Jones day. Run the ball. It worked for you last week when you were making your fight. You're coming back and putting the ball in Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon's hands. Do it again. I get it. The Lions are bad everywhere. So start with running the ball. Let your receivers get into the game. Let them get comfortable. What we saw Romeo Doubs and Samori Toure make some plays last week, but that's 1 week out of basically the first 8. Are you going and just throwing the ball all over the field again to them just because the defense is bad? No, wait till you got yourself a lead. Otherwise, this Lions offense will show you that they can fight the entire game, and then you don't have the joy or the luxury of just trying to throw the ball and get your receivers comfortable with Aaron Rodgers. I think you need to run this through Aaron Jones. Let A.J. Dillon get comfortable in the game. If everyone is right about this being a turnaround point for the Packers, they can still get it going in the second half of the season. There's no better game, respectfully, than the Detroit Lions, an in-division game, to get an early lead and then try to run your offense respectfully again, almost as a scrimmage. And I mean that as in we're up. Let's work on some of the things we haven't been able to and work on them at game speed, at game level, at game expectation. So if it's me, let's run this ball. Let's get ourselves a lead. Let's kind of put ourselves in the position we want to be in and show them that we can do this, and then we can get what we need going. I do have the Packers in this game, 27-17. I know the offense of the Lions have scored almost at will when everybody's in the game. But we've already said that DeAndre Swift may not play. Amari St. Brown, I guess he may be healthy. But then they also traded TJ Hawkinson. That's just one less threat that any defense has to worry about for a Detroit Lions team.
Shout out Brock Wright. No, I got the Packers in this one too. I think this one's a pretty easy pick here for me. I do think it's a closer game, but I think the Packers are just they're going to be able to score on the Lions. Give me the Packers here, 28-23. The total goes over, and go make some money. I think you take the over in this game, and I think you're feeling pretty comfortable with this one. Aaron Rodgers gets back on track here, throws 2 touchdowns in this game, and the Packers win 28-23.
I don't think you're giving enough credit to the Detroit Lions offense. And with that being said, 28-24 is what it should be. Packers, there it is. 28-24 Packers. That's another clean sweep on the board here. Packers 3 straight over the Detroit Lions.